biggest attractions, Allegiant Stadium, opened back in 2020. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Second and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Now back to throw.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
And he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
If you look at this Browns defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Watson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw is Watson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
These two teams all tied after 1. Touchdown reception, and the Browns have taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Za'Darius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Caught on the right side by Adams. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 3rd down and 9. Here's 3rd and 9.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 10.
Getting them deep.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Pushing his way through.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
There you go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
From the red zone now, Watson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Counter play with Jacobs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Chubb running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns just continue to roll. York now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
27 yards there, a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. There's the stiff arm. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
To throw on second is Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. Once again, it's Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Chubb will get the call running left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds